right. Okay, so today this is 2.3, what, day 2? And we are talking about weighted means. And we're going to talk about shapes of distributions. Okay. A weighted mean is pretty simple. So for example, let's say we're going to make a chart. It is going to have 6 rows and 4 columns. Okay, so let's say that you were in college, okay, and you're taking a class, and your professor tells you that your grade is made up of 5 things. The first thing it's made up is your test mean. What's a mean again? An average. So the average you're getting on your tests. And they're going to say that that is 50% of your grade, but I'm saying 0.5, not as a percent, just as a decimal, okay? That sounds right, 50% of your grade. All right, let's try instead and say that there's a midterm. Do you guys know what a midterm is? Yeah, it's a test you have in the middle of the school year, and it's kind of like a final, only it's halfway through. And for that, that's going to be 15% of your grade. Okay, and then you've got a final exam. And your final exam is going to be 20% of your grade. How much is left? We're trying to get to 100%, right? How much do we have left to get to? Let's see, this is 50 plus 20 is 70, 85, 15% left. Okay, so 15% left. So what do you think in a college class they might also grade you on? Not notes. Yeah?
Quality of your work?
What do you mean quality of your work? Like, but we've already got, that's kind of built into the test, the midterm, the final. These are all the testing stuff, right? Sure, they could do that. In this case, they didn't. This is, let's assume this is a science class.
Like assignments?
Assignments, so homework's one of them. But homework, and this is not just in my example, this is just true to life. Homework in college is not worth a lot. 5% of your grade is homework. What? Labs, yeah, labs. So the labs is what I said, 10% left? Now, these all add up to 100%. I wrote 1 there instead of 100, how come? Right, because we're in decimals and that's the same thing. All right. So let's say this person got a average of an 86 on their tests. And I put an X here. This is X, their score, and this is W for the weight. So they got an average of 86 on their tests. Their midterm went really well. They got a 96 on that. Their final exam, not as well, but still pretty good, 82% there. Their homework, always doing their homework, that's 100%. And then their labs, almost perfect, 98. Now, look at this person right now. Their highest grade is in homework. Is that worth a lot? No, but it's good, right? It doesn't hurt you. The biggest weight is the test mean, that 86. That's going to be pushing the most. What would you guess this person's grade is going to be? Tell me a reasonable guess. Just not like a number. Like, do you think they got an A, a B, a C, an F? Caitlin? Maybe an A minus. Anybody else have a guess? A minus, B plus. That feels about right, right? An A minus or a B plus. So tell me, what's a stupid answer?
F minus. D.
An F or a D? I mean, like, literally none of their grades are below B minus, right? So anything below B minus is probably kind of dumb. So make sure that when you look at your answer that you see like, oh, this is what I expected it to be, and not like, whoops, I'm completely wrong. Anybody have an idea of how to do this?
You add all the scores up and divide.
That would be if they were all equal. Like if it was that everything was weighted the same, I'd add them all up and divide by 5, right?
But if you add them all up and their weight, so if you add them all up, then you have their total stuff. If you add them up plus all the weights too, and they also.
No. Because if you add up all the weights too, they add up to 1.
Wouldn't you divide the weight by the score and then add them all up?
There is definitely something that we do with those two of those. Emma? Yeah, you do multiply them together. So we're going to take X times W. We're going to take the score times the weight. So grab a calculator if you need to. Do not rely on me for this. I love that. I love that teenager move. You all did this. You all did it together like a ballet. Here's what you did. You all went like this, like, I'll do it. Huh? Oh, fine. You know, like, but like everyone had like 2 stages where they're like, maybe I'll go. Fine, I'm going. Yeah, is it dying?
Oh,
Is it not turning on at all?
yeah.
Or does it turn on and then die quick? Okay. Is it like, yeah, that's not good. Okay, grab a different one. I'll fix it. I've just gotta like clean it out and then let it sit and dry.
Yep.
And you might wanna wash your hands. That stuff can hurt you after a while. Yeah, just go rinse them quick.
Okay.
So right now you're taking every score times the weights. You going with that? All right. I was astonished when these calculators keep working even though they're exploding inside. It's like a person with depression. How are you still working? You can't do it. I hate when people act like depression is not really a thing. It is such a serious thing. Sometimes more serious than something like a broken leg.
Ines,
Yes.
I think the whole getting up thing, I actually have a legit reason to do it.
Oh, yeah?